We've got a Nikon D3000 RAW file here, shot at ISO 3200, and look at this, it's pretty noisy. The D3000 wasn't particularly renowned for producing good high ISO images. This one is a prime example of that. So we're going to export it to PureRAW 6 and see if we can clean this up. Export it as an unprocessed file, and leave the EXIF data intact so PureRAW can pick up the correct camera and lens combination. And if we just have a look here, we can see it has done that. So using that combination, PureRAW can apply the correct optical adjustments. Straight away you can see there's a huge improvement on the right hand side there. Just going through the basic settings, we've got Deep Prime 3 and Deep Prime XD3 as the two options there, plus you can also make up your own custom presets. Leave the lens sharpness optimization on, vignetting and chromatic aberration correction leave on, and of course leave your lens distortion correction on. And just because you can, leave the sensor dust removal option switched on. We're going to bypass the masking options and move straight to the output options, and you can output your completed file in DNG, TIFF, JPEG, or as a smart object to Photoshop. And I'll talk about the DxO smart lighting option there in just a minute or two. Choose where you want the file to be saved. I'm going to put it back in the original image folder for comparison purposes. You also have the option to rename the file on exporting. And there's a new option to use a compressed DNG file in the new DxO PureRAW 6. So first of all, we're going to export an uncompressed file, then export a compressed file, and just see what the difference in file sizes is. As it's processing, you'll see a little progress bar under the image in the light box there. View the results just as you saw them on the screen before export. If we go back to the light box, there's a filter warning which will pop up until you click the Do Not Show Again button. But if we go back to the light box, click on the image, we can now process it as a high fidelity compressed DNG. Hit the Process Now button, and you're going to be asked whether you want to overwrite the existing file or use a unique name. Use a unique name. There's the progress bar going across the bottom of the thumbnail there. And now, because we can, we're going to go back in and process the same image as a TIFF and a JPEG. And this is where the smart lighting comes into play. Smart lighting works on either the TIFF or the JPEG output. Double click to reset it to standard. Click the Process Now button. Oh, we'll change this to 16-bit first. Click the Process Now button, and it'll happily export a TIFF version and a JPEG version to the original image folder in Photolab 9, where we started. So now we're back in Photolab, and there's the original RAW file and the 4 PureRAW processed files. That's the original RAW file, a Nikon NEF file. That's the uncompressed DNG output from PureRAW 6. And you can see that file size is a whopping 47 megabytes. But if we look at the high fidelity compressed file, that's down at only 13.2 megabytes, and it's just marginally bigger than the original RAW file, which is just over 12 megabytes. So now I'll just have a quick look at the TIFF file, and that's brighter because of the smart lighting applied, and the JPEG is also brighter because of the smart lighting applied. But comparing the compressed DNG and the uncompressed DNG, which is that one, I can actually detect very little, if any, difference at all between the two. So there's a major space saving there with the compressed DNG files. Right, back to the original RAW file. Let's see what Photolab 9 can do to clean this up. Apply the lens distortion corrections, and there's the before and after comparison. Now we'll go in and apply some noise reduction. There's a slight improvement with the standard noise reduction applied. Much more improvement with Deep Prime 3, and then we'll apply Deep Prime XD2. And when we add the lens sharpness, or turn the lens sharpness control on, it just sharpens up a little bit more. There's the before, and there's the after. So here are the 5 images. That's the original RAW, that's the TIFF, that's the JPEG, that's the uncompressed DNG out of PureRAW, and that's the compressed DNG. Thanks for watching. I hope you found my short video useful.